A little company from Clearwater, Florida has been quietly building sailboats for more than 50 years now. And the boats they build are not like many other things. Catboats with gaff rigs and stainless steel centerboards and trailerable little boats to make sailing as easy as possible. It's time to check out Com-Pac Yachts. I didn't have to look too far to learn about Com-Pac. Writer Dennis Boise from Small Craft Advisor did a great piece on Com-Pac you can find on that sailboat manufacturer's website. There, Dennis writes, "The Hutchins Company is a family-owned and operated corporation founded back in 1957 by W.L. Hutchins Sr., Les Hutchins, or Hutch, to everyone who knew him. He was a self-made man from a farming background who became a successful inventor and entrepreneur. His inventions ranged from automobile accessories to a unique folding high chair. And you know the auga horns from the Ford Model A? They were made by him too. A tool and die maker by trade, Hutch initially owned and operated a successful metal stamping and fabrication shop in St. Louis, Missouri, which subcontracted work from the major automobile manufacturers. Eventually, the Hutchins Company Incorporated developed its own line of automotive products, incorporating many patents and registered trademarks held by Les Hutchins. In the early 1970s, the desire to turn a personal interest in sailing into corporate diversification for his company was realized when Les focused his talents on boat manufacturing. In 1970, Hutch commissioned master boatwright and designer Clark Mills to put together a big boat in a small package. The result was a 16-footer appropriately named the Com-Pac Yacht. Designer Clark Mills is best known for his windmill and optimist pram designs. There may be more optimists in the world than any other one design class. Yacht designer Bob Perry recently referred to Clark Mills as one of the unsung heroes of the yacht design world. The concept for the original 16-foot boat came from an idea of Hutch's to build a boat that could be shipped in a box, 16 feet long, 5 feet high, and 6 feet wide. Clark Mills didn't feel that that was a great way to design a boat, but nevertheless he and Hutch worked together until they came up with the original Com-Pac 16. It took 2 years to properly shape and fair the plug, and another 8 months to build the first boat, which was completed in '74. The box idea was eventually scrapped, but Mills and Hutchins put as much boat into those dimensions as they possibly could. The Com-Pac 16 was designed to neither a traditional nor contemporary standard. Its hull compound curves provided strength and stability, more or less along the lines of a good, safe lifeboat. The bow design is full for seaworthiness, and the keel is scientifically designed to provide hydrodynamic lift as it moves through the water. It was a boat that was easily rigged and easily sailed. But keeping everything simple, it could also be built and sold relatively inexpensively. Another key figure at the Hutchins Company back then was Buck Thomas. Buck was an experienced boat builder who formerly built the Southern 21. He consulted closely with Les Hutchins during the building process. After the first Com-Pac 16 was built, Buck was the one who traveled around the country beating the bushes, promoting and selling that boat. From the beginning, the Hutchins Company took pride in its quality of production and finish. All Com-Pac yachts are constructed of hand-laid glass and used only the best quality materials and hardware. Les Hutchins' goal for Com-Pac yachts was to build a small but highly efficient sailboat that would appeal to people who didn't want to invest too heavily in a boat, yet one that they could easily trailer behind a compact car. In fact, Hutch trailered his Com-Pac 16 all over behind a Ford Pinto with an automatic transmission. Hutch always felt the market for the Com-Pac 16 would be the retiree, the guy who moved down to Florida from the Great Lakes or Chesapeake Bay and wanted to do a little sailing when he felt like it without having to have a lot of money invested in the boat. He really had no idea the boat would sell at all, or much less around the entire country in the quantities that it has. After the success of the Com-Pac 16, the Hutchins Company introduced the Com-Pac 23, also a Clark Mills design and basically a larger version of the 16. Next came the Com-Pac 19, a nice compromise between the first two boats and a more logical step up from the 16. While there is no mistaking the 19 as a member of the Com-Pac family, her designer was actually Bob Johnson of Island Packet. Later, the Hutchins Company expanded the fleet to include the Com-Pac 25 and the Com-Pac 27 and the Com-Pac 35. Bob Johnson of Island Packet also designed the Com-Pac 27, while the Com-Pac 25 is a product of the Hutchins Group design team. The largest boat in the line, the Com-Pac 35, is from the drawing board of none other than Charlie Morgan. Although the fleet is a blend of four designers, there's no mistaking the looks of a Com-Pac yacht. The Hutchins Company facility consists of 2 or 3 main buildings housing assembly areas, an excellent metal shop in-house, and a quality wood shop. The plant is modern, open, and well lighted. Not unlike a number of other quality boat builders, the Hutchins Company doesn't build the molds and the hulls and the decks in-house. They leave that aspect to a quality subcontractor they've worked with for many years, one who molds to their strict standards and specifications. The spar work is also done outside by a quality vendor. The company then brings all the parts together and assembles them to their high standards of fit and finish. According to Jerry Hutchins, the company's goal is to satisfy its customers with a yacht of exceptional quality and value while making a legitimate profit. Low overhead, tight quality control standards, and attention to efficiency in production and administration ensure that outcome. A solid design and realistic approach to production and marketing enables Com-Pac Yachts to offer a very good quality boat that will hold its value for many years. When they decided to add a line of catboats to the fleet more recently, they again went to Clark Mills for the designs. The Picnic Cat and the Sun Cat are classic catboat hulls which Com-Pac has added some new technology to and new ways of doing things, like the Hutchins Company's trademark Mastendr quick rig sailing system that makes raising and lowering the mast quick and effortless. Jerry feels that the Mastendr is a great marketing feature. People really appreciate the quickness and ease of that system, he says. It's a hinge with the aluminum extrusion, the boom, sail, and gaff all pushed down below the hinge and rest on the boom gallows. Then, when the forestay is released, the spar is able to hinge back and rest on the boom gallows as well. For trailering or dropping the rig to get under a low fixed bridge, this seems to be the ideal setup. Another departure from traditional catboat design is the rudder. In place of a barn door rudder normally found on catboats, the Picnic Cat and the Sun Cat feature a kick-up spade rudder. A recent change in Hutchins' design philosophy is the addition of a centerboard to certain shoal draft keels. From the beginning, Com-Pac boats were designed with low drag, high lift shoal keels that give the boats the stiffness, security, and feel like much larger boats. Only recently has Com-Pac offered specific boats with centerboards for better upwind performance. The new Picnic Cat and Sun Cat feature a unique Hutchins Company design and built stainless steel centerboard and centerboard trunk. This is an impressive design and well-executed assembly that is much stronger and many times less susceptible to damage than your traditional fiberglass centerboard. The original Com-Pac 16 is now designated as the 16CB and is being built with the centerboard assembly. The Com-Pac 19 may be special ordered with that centerboard as well. According to Jerry, incorporating centerboard design came about as a result of constructive criticism they got over the years about the boats needing a little bit more lateral plane. Jerry admits that sales of the Com-Pac 16 have declined over the years. He said, right now we keep that boat on primarily for nostalgic reasons. It was one of our first and the first boat that we built the most of. Jerry says the new designs are proving to be extremely popular now with buyers and at present make up the bulk of production. Business at boat shows has been good and orders for Com-Pac yachts are up dramatically in the last few years. Their two most common models you can buy today are the Picnic Cat and the Sun Cat. The Picnic Cat is the answer to the trailer sailor's lament, "I love sailing, but I hate setting up." The Picnic Cat is from the drawing board of Clark Mills, designer of the Sun Cat, the 23, and former Com-Pac 16, and well-known designer of the Optimus Pram and Windmill 1 design. Unlike her sister Compacts, the Picnic Cat has a centerboard rather than a keel. With her centerboard up, the Picnic Cat is beachable. Her broad hull form and the low center of effort and her gaff-rigged sail make her very stable. And her huge self-bailing cockpit and ample stowage offer unsurpassed comfort in a small, easily handled package. She's built of solid hand-laid glass with aluminum spars and centerboard. In addition, she has that Mastendr system that makes the mast a lot easier to deal with. For the Sun Cat, Clark Mills wanted to design a shoal day sailor that would rig and sail easily, quickly, and comfortably, as well as accommodate his family and friends. The Sun Cat was designed as an easily driven, roomy day boat and maybe overnighter with a shoal draft to gunk hole along the coast and in harbors not accessible to more burdensome boats. It's outfitted with the Mastendr quick rig system too, and the stainless steel centerboard with that fiberglass trunk. The Sun Cat will provide a convenient trailering experience and pretty maintenance-free boat. Individuals who appreciate timeless design and quality fabrication, who wish to explore coastal shallower waters and quiet creeks, and who demand value from their boat will probably relate to the new tradition that the Sun Cat brings. While you're here, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to see more from Practical Sailor, hit subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.